All right, so today we're going to read a story called Simon Gets Sick. And we're reading this because it's related to the coronavirus. So, the coronavirus is like a germ and it gets people sick. And so, this story doesn't particularly speak about coronavirus or COVID-19, as it's also called, but it does talk about how people get sick and what we can do to prevent getting ourselves sick and getting other people sick. All right, so the title of our story is Simon Gets Sick, written and illustrated by Travis Schaefer. So we know written means that Travis Schaefer wrote the words to this story, and illustrated means that he also drew pictures, drew all these pictures that we see. And so if we look at this picture, we see a boy or a man, young man here, and we assume this must be Simon. And then we see around him are different germs. So germs are very, very small. We can't see what they look like, but if you looked in a microscope, they may look something like this. And then some of the words that we see is cough and achoo, achoo, a sneeze. All right, so let's read. Simon wants to learn about germs. Germs can make you sick. Simon wants to avoid getting sick. So he wants to avoid germs. So basically, he wants to learn more about the germs because they can make you sick, and he doesn't want to get sick. So he needs, but in order to not get sick, we have to avoid catching these. A germ is a microscopic bacteria that can cause a disease. Germs can spread from one person to another. There are many ways to avoid spreading germs. Here we see a microscope, and here are germs. And so when it says a germ is a microscopic bacteria, it means that you can only see the germs using a microscope. And they can spread from one person to another. So like from me to you, or from you to your mom. They are spread between different people. One way to avoid spreading germs is to wash your hands. You should wash your hands after using the bathroom, before and after eating food, after coming in from outside, after petting an animal, after a sneeze or cough. So, washing your hands is very important when you use the bathroom, when you're about to eat food or you're done eating food, when you're coming in from outside, when you pet a dog or a cat or any other animal, or if you sneeze or cough, you always need to wash your hands. Another way is by covering a sneeze or cough. If you don't, germs can spread to other people. When covering a sneeze or cough, use your sleeve or a tissue. If you use your hand, you could spread germs to other people. So, if you are about to sneeze, they say to use your elbow here. So we're going to go achoo like that, not your hand, achoo, because then you would sneeze on your hand, and when you touch something else, it would get germs other places. Or you can use a tissue. So if you need a sneeze, go achoo in here so that the germs go in here. And you also need to wash your hands after you've done that. Simon sees a friend at school cough into his hand. His friend did not wash his hands. He sees him touching other people's things. His friend is spreading germs. So here he coughed right into his hand. And then if you touch other things, gets everyone sick. Simon sees another friend sneeze in the cafeteria. Achoo! His friend did not cover her sneeze. Germs may have landed on someone's food. Ugh. His friend is spreading germs. Achoo! And then you sneeze onto everything, right? And then it can get on someone's food. Oh no! Simon feels sick. Germs have made him sick. Simon should go home before he spreads his germs to someone else. So maybe one of his friends gave it to him because they didn't wash their hands or they sneezed without covering their mouth. The end.